Okay, I'm back. Sorry. I don't know what happened there. Yeah, I don't even know if that previous stream is gonna save. Um, yeah, okay. Well, if you guys are here, let me know. Um, my phone overheated for some reason. I don't know why that happened. Now it says here on my channel that there's two live streams going on, or is it just the one? Or okay, well, yeah. Okay. Yeah, it says that there's two. Okay, well, whatever. I managed to screenshot though. What's it called? I managed to screenshot the comments that I did not address yet. I hadn't missed too many though. But yeah, let me just wait for everyone to come back. I'm so sorry. That has quite literally never happened while I've live streamed before. So, I don't know why that happened. Um, but the show must go on. We're here. Let's see. It's a shame too because like I really enjoyed answering questions about the divas and now that's probably like gone. um I wonder if like the stream that I first did is even gonna save. Yeah. Okay. Well, um that's too bad. How long was I even going for? Because I've like live streamed for like hours before. Like at least I think my longest live stream to date was like 3.5 hours, and my phone never heated up. And it's not like hot right now, so I don't know why. I don't know why my phone suddenly overheated. Um, but okay. Um, Let me see here. I want to kind of see if I can retrieve that previous stream. Because now when I'm looking right now on my dashboard. Let me see if can I flip this? Okay. And it says that there's two right there. Yeah, so I don't know. Interesting. Okay. Well, now I'm like trying to like feel out my phone just to make sure that doesn't happen again. Okay. Troller, what is a diva? Well, I feel like if you're asking what is a diva, you don't know what a diva is, and I can't help you. Keen Lagerfeld gave me the a smiling emoji face. Troller, the god said you should not stream. Nino Liberte Fiaz. I got my Twitter account suspended for copyright infringement. Oh, how do I get it back? Um, Gosh, I think. I don't know. Maybe you could try emailing. Can you even get back into your Twitter account, or it's like completely you can't even get in? Um, Maybe I don't know. Does someone have a YouTube video on that, like how to get your Twitter account? How to get your Twitter account back? Let me see if I search that. What pops up? Oh yeah, there's some videos I see here that are popping up. Let's see here. Um, I don't know why my phone is getting hot. Okay. Nina Liberte Fiaz at Troller. I filed an appeal. Troller, there are bacteria on me. How to get rid of it? Lao Watanabe. Take two. LOL. If Angel and Poppy become a couple this season, they better have a romantic dance to Luther Vandross Mariah's cover of Endless Love. Oh yes, I read that comment. That would be really really great. I would love that moment. Was that on her first album that she did? If it is, then I'm all for it. That would be wonderful. Hopefully they'll get together this season. I don't know. I'm like a fan of Poppy and Angel as a couple. I really support that idea, so here for it. Let's see here. Noel Gordon, have you seen Avengers Endgame? No, I have not. I'm not really the biggest superhero fan, so The Mama, I'm a Handmaid's Tale lover. Nice. Troller, in one Pepe Pig episode, Pepe was in space on a moon of Earth. Nina Liberte Fios, I can get in, but I can't like, post, retweet, or delete anything. Oh, damn. Sorry, man. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe you could just try watching YouTube videos about Twitter, like people whose Twitter's accounts got suspended, and see what they have to say. But if anything, I guess you would just have to like get a new one. Marie Antoinette's cake. I wonder if Serena Joy is gonna fool us all and is trying to implode Gilead from within via divide and conquer tactic through these televised pleas with the Canadian government. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, wait a second. I need to tweet out the link to this live stream again, just in case anyone on Twitter wants to watch, and then, I will pay attention to you guys, so, that's a tissue. Wait, what the hell? Okay, wait, there we are. Okay. I'm wondering, no, because I've placed my phone here. Okay, can I place it like this? Is this gonna work? Oh. Okay, wait a second, okay? Let me just, tweet out this link. Okay. Community. Take to watch this link for the stream. Hopefully the phone doesn't overheat again. Hopefully the phone doesn't overheat again. LOL. Do-do-do. Do 2 and 3. Okay. Okay, and then I just need to go on Twitter and share this. Take 2 for the stream. Join us here. Oh shit. What am I doing? Okay. Now I have Anita Baker's Giving You the Best I Got, because we were talking about the divas in my head. Take 2 for the stream. Sorry about the technical difficulties. For some reason, my phone overheated, which has never happened before. LOL. Okay. Just make sure that works. Okay. Perfect. Okay, I'm back. I am back. Okay, here we are. Maybe I'll just like hold it. I don't know if it's because of where my phone was placed, but okay. Nina Liberte Fiaz, I can get, oh wait, I already read that. Okay, I already read that. Patricia also Take 2 comment. Anita's Giving You the Best I Got, released on 1988. Maybe post season 2. The songs will be in late 80s, 88, 89, and early 1990. Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing, Patricia. I mean, like, even though the show is set in 1990, I'm sure it's like still fair game to use music that came like obviously before 1990. So yeah, I'm assuming maybe that's what they'll be doing. Lau Watanabe, I'm really scared that a major Pose character might die this season. I hope they don't kill off anyone. I know, same. I'm like dreading the day if and when Blanca dies. Like oh my gosh, I'm gonna be a wreck if they kill her. Liberte Fios, my account is gone, isn't it? I'm not saying it's gone. Don't lose hope yet, but you just gotta do your research. I'm sure there's a way. There has to be a way that you can get it back. Troller, what happened in that one episode where Tom ate a sandwich? Mimi, what's your favorite fragrance? Ooh, I don't know. Mm, I mean, I'm gonna admit I'm not too like I don't like I obviously like I use perfume, but I don't think I've like had like a good variety of perfumes yet in my life, but I do like Joe Malone, I think is nice. Um, Marie Antoinette's cake. That's not a tattoo on her face, it's birthmark in the shape of the Philippines. Wait, what? I don't even think this is the shape of the Philippines, but I guess I don't know, that's weird. I don't think so. I've never really looked or seemed to notice that if that's the case. Jordan MacArthur, how many major cities have you visited and what are some of your favorite dishes? Ooh, Jordan. Um Major cities. Okay, well, I LA, that's a major city. Been to New York, major city. Um I mean internationally, I mean Manila is a major city of the Philippines. I've been to Singapore. I mean, like I know that's a country, but like Singapore is small, so I'm gonna count that. Singapore's major city. Tokyo recently, major city. Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia, that's a major city. Bangkok in Thailand, major city. And then in Hong Kong, yeah. Eight, I guess I would say. Eight. Um, and what are some of my favorite dishes? Um, I mean, I love Italian food. Like, that would be probably like my favorite genre of food is Italian food. So any like pasta dish I really, really love. And let's see here. Oh gosh, what time is it? Okay. And then far as favorite dish, I mean like Japanese food wise, like I love sushi, particularly like a sushi that has salmon in it. Really, really love that. As far as like maybe like Filipino food, favorite Filipino food dishes, I really, really enjoy like beef steak. I enjoy bihon gasado is like it's like a noodle. I also really like pancit palabok. That's another like kind of noodle, the Philippines. I also really like gosh, I just had this the other day. It's like the lechon, but like the skin. Ooh, that's really, really good. Yeah. Favorite dishes. Done. Great question, Jordan. Jordan also came in with the question about the divas. So thank you for that, Jordan. Troller, I do not know why do I watch you watch shows. I watch cartoons I am from EU. Nice. Chanel Morton, OMG, the plot of episode 4 of Pose is that wait, oh no, I lost it. Is that a main character gets brutally attacked. I'm worried about Blanca. I know. I'm like always worried about Blanca, but oh geez, I'm nervous. Connor B. Hi Connor. Lau Watanabe, great shirt. I'm a huge musical fan. My most favorite musical is Miss Saigon. I know it's problematic, but the music is just so good. And Leia Salonga. I know, right? I mean, I've been wanting to see Miss Saigon for the longest time. I also love that musical as well, even though there's definitely some problematic elements to it. And like obviously, as a fellow Filipino, I gotta stan my queen of the Philippines, Lea Salonga. I would say like she's my favorite like Filipina diva. Is Leia. Familia. Shout out to any of the Filipinos that get that reference in the stream. Marie Antoinette's cake. I wish I could type with both hands. I can only use one claw to do it. Gemini, if HS10 really is the last season, I really hope they incorporate all the seasons. I'm almost 100% sure HS season 9 will incorporate aliens due to the hints last season. I'm wondering if 9 will lead into 10. That's a good theory. Yeah, I'm hoping if the last season is 10, that's the season where we're incorporating like as many of the seasons, as many of the characters as possible into one, like because that's the time to do it. Sriracha Down, we need to see a hidden treasure trove on The Handmaid's Tale. Objects include an AP US history textbook and books like Catcher in the Rye. Others are the Declaration of Independence and Washington's portrait. Ooh, that'd be cool. Zoo Maiko, what does this tattoo on your face mean? It's actually not a tattoo, it's a birthmark. Troller, would you rather have celebrity name or be ugly? I'd rather have a celebrity name. Zulu Maiko. Oh, didn't know it was a birthmark. Sorry. Oh no, it's okay. But today also, why some YouTube used their profile picture was Arnold Schwarzenegger Terminator. Stefan, Singapore would be considered a city-state. Stefan coming in with the facts. Jordan MacArthur, don't forget Texas. Right. That's right. I went to Texas in December. So I've been to Houston. That's a major city. Been to Houston. Oh, and I've been to Vegas. That's a major city as well. Let's see here. Jordan MacArthur. Oh, wait, I read that. Chanel Morton, what's your fave show at the moment? Oh, at the moment. I would say my favorite show that I'm watching right now at the moment is probably Pose. Let's see here. La Watanabe, Chanel Morton, stop spoiling Pose, WTF. Troller, would you rather have IQ of 9 but be beautiful or have IQ 250 but be ugliest and craziest person in the world? Maybe I'd go with the IQ 250 because even though I'd be the ugliest and craziest person, I would know what's up in this bitch. Tommy Callahan, if season 10 is the end of HS, the Coven witches will be back. I hope so. Chanel Morton, it might not be true. It's just something I read online. Zoo Maiko, I thought it was crazy how Praytel didn't want to join ACT UP until his friend showed up, and then he went off on a lecture for having the same train of thought. Yeah, Praytel is like on the activist train, honey. So he is all about that life. Connor B, do you watch Drag Race? I don't, but I really should. Stefan, I finally started watching Rent the other night for the first time and just couldn't get into it. Maybe it's because I've been watching posts, so I was constantly comparing them. Still love the music. Yeah, maybe. That might be the case. I mean, I've seen Rent before, like the movie musical version, but it was when I was like really young because I like was very I like remember when that movie first came out. I couldn't watch it in theaters because I think it was like rated R perhaps, and I was young at the time. But I remember asking my dad if he could rent for me on like a DVD. And then I remember trying to watch it, and I did watch it, but I was so young, and I don't think I really understood what was happening. So I'd like to watch it again though, but maybe that's why. Yeah, you're comparing Post to Rent. Marie Antoinette's cake. I love salmon teriyaki, spaghetti, Mexican, and chicken curry. Ooh, making me hungry, girl. Patricia de Asa, Familia is reference name to Lea Salonga team in The Voice Philippines. Nikita Ray, all seasons for HS10. Ooh, I'd want some of the Countess in it. Ooh, that'd be fun. Troller, do you watch Morg's YouTuber with 10 million subs? No, I don't. Patricia de Asa, like Connor B, he had Terminator profile pics. It's so weird. I see some few YouTube user had Terminator profile pics. Steven Panama, hey, what did I miss? Well, this is take 2 of the live stream because I did a live stream before, but I don't even know if you can access that anymore. So here we are again. Connor B, It's from a YouTuber called Maximilianus. I should change it, lol. Patricia Asa, I can't get over Electra's Wind Tour is coming line on second episode. Yeah, that was really funny. Lau Watanabe. OMG. MJ Rodriguez Mother Blanca played Angel in a Ren production before. Oh, did not know that. Connor B, you should really watch Drag Race. It's so fun. Season 6 is the best. They actually have all the seasons of Drag Race available on Netflix Philippines, and when I was there, I was starting to watch like from the beginning because that's how I want to watch from the beginning, but I don't even think they have all the seasons here in the US. So I don't know. I need to find a way to watch all the previous seasons. Um, glad you came 97. Do you plan to react to The Politician when it hits Netflix? Was not planning on that. I don't even think I've heard of that show until you just mentioned it. Stefan, regarding the Dante's Inferno theory of AHS, if Apocalypse indeed represents lust, the final theory is violence. Since 1984 will be slasher theme, it would fit well since they're gratuitously violent. Ooh, great point, Stefan. Tommy Callahan, I honestly have never taken the time to watch Pose. I saw your reacts and it looks amazing. Yeah, it's really fun. I definitely think if you aren't watching Pose, I feel like you should watch it because it's a, it's a really historically important show about like a group of people that normally shows aren't written about them, so I think it's important in terms of like that perspective, and it's like it's a fun show in terms of looking at the ballroom scene and like all of them, you know, um participating in the ballroom activities and the family that they are able to form with one another. It's like definitely Ryan Murphy loves like found family like shows like that. So I think it's great on that aspect. And then it's also, again, like I said, historically important to watch because, especially season 2, because you're really starting to get into the AIDS epidemic. So yeah, highly recommend if you aren't watching Pose that you check it out. Also, by the way, you guys, since we started over, I know you guys were liking the previous stream, but if you're here, if you wouldn't mind giving this live stream a thumbs up, that would be great. I am so like worried that the previous live stream um is like gone now. So I need to check that out to see what happened, but yeah. Okay. Let's see here. What did I Okay, Connor B. They have seasons 1 through 10 here in the Netherlands. Oh, jealous. Marie Antoinette's Cake. I saw Lea Salonga live on Broadway in Flower Drum Song back in 2003. She is amazing. Oh, wow, lucky. I've seen Lea Salonga live before too. She came here in Orange County like in 2016 and I got tickets to that. So that was wonderful. She still sounds amazing. Go Lea Salonga. Um Zoo Miko, I really feel for Electra. She gets shit for things everyone does, but because of her extra presentation, she gets demonized. They treat her like she isn't human. That's a good point. Steven Panama, are you going to watch Spider-Man Far From Home in July? Potentially, yes, because I did watch Spider-Man Homecoming, so I mean, I have some emotional investment clearly in that particular aspect of the Marvel franchise. Vincenzia Lucia, who was your least favorite character on HS Apocalypse? Gosh, I don't know. Lord, that seems like a long time ago. Maybe it was like I forget that warlock's name, but the head person who like the head warlock in charge is probably my least favorite person. Because he betrayed. He's a liar, he's a traitor. Let's see here. Ariel Williams, at my humble opinion, girl, I must say I love watching your videos because you are the only one that actually shows short little clips, and that's a plus. Oh, thanks, Ariel. Glad you came 97. The Politician is Ryan Murphy's show. Oh, okay. Um that's coming in July? Already? Huh. well, Ryan Murphy, maybe I might make an exception. It's hard for me though because it's like July. I know there's gonna be that day when Stranger Things drops, and that's gonna be like 8 episodes for me to do. And then at the same time, I would be concurrently watching Handmaid's Tale and Pose because both of those shows would still be on. I don't know if I have time to do a third. It would be really hard for me. Patricia de Asa, Lea Salonga did Cinderella, the musical. I'm sure Lea Salonga is the first Filipino woman played as Cinderella. Mimi, do you know that for the Emmy Awards, HS can no longer compete as a limited series, so it's going to be harder for them to get nominations? Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. Lau Watanabe, I remember you saying that you'd love to experience 1987, and same. I'd probably sneak out of the house and attend balls if I was alive that time. Yeah, me too. I just feel like 1987 was just like a really great year in music, and I just feel like oh, there's like I don't know. I really like that year. Like I don't know. There's something about 1987 that just seems very special, and I feel like I'd probably be going out a lot more in 1987 than in like 2019. Um, I think I just like the culture of 1987. Tommy Callahan, Ariel. Vincenzo Lucia, it was Ariel, the head of the Morlocks. Yes, Ariel. Thank you guys for reminding me that. Ariel Williams. Do you watch Legion? No, I don't, but I've been wanting to watch Legion for the longest time because I I'm like a really big Downton Abbey fan, and I know Dan Stevens is in Legion. Zumiko. It's pronounced Zoomiko. Oh, sorry, Zoomiko. I didn't take offense, but just in case you were wondering. Patricia de Asa. I don't know why some diehard Marvel fans are crying when Iron Man died. Sorry, I spoiled. Oops. Hopefully you've seen Avengers by now. Um, Hello Name, have you watched Big Little Lies season 2 yet? Meryl Streep is so good. No, I have not because I am personally boycotting HBO because of the Michael Jackson documentary they made. So, no, I have not watched Big Little Lies season 2 yet. Um, Sriracha Doubt. On The Handmaid's Tale, there needs to be a character that reflects June's decisions. If she does something positive, they have a twisted way of saying thank you, like giving Warren his hand back or Serena a finger. Um, Bouncing Soul 1987. 1987, boom. LFNV, I'll just call you that. It's my birthday. Well, happy birthday. Lao Watanabe, New York City 1987 was just so gritty yet fun. Despite the threats of the AIDS epidemic, it still looked like everyone was having so much fun. Marie Antoinette's Cake, 1987 was a fun year. I was 13 going on 14. Haha, the music was the best. See, look at that. Hearing it from the source. Um, Hello Name, you don't want to watch it illegally? Oh, Big Little Lies. Um, I mean, maybe I would be down to watch it illegally, like to stream it on a not HBO site, but I'd probably like keep that to myself though. Like I wouldn't even like promote the fact that I'm or like tweet or anything that I'm watching Big Little Lies because again, I don't want to give HBO that clout. Um Keen Lagerfoot, I predict Pose will have a flash forward season slash moment. Well, as long as I just like do not want them to like suddenly flash forward and we're like at the tail end of the 90s because like I want my 1993, okay? I want my music from 1993. Um Hello Name. Oh wait, I read that. LVN, have you seen The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina? And thank you. No, I have not. Patricia de Aza, no, I watched some spoiler alert clip of Final Battle of Avengers Endgame. Zumiko, do you watch Claws? No, I don't. Patricia de Aza, The Normal Heart was directed by Ryan Murphy. Lau Watanabe, what do you want to see in post-season 3? Ooh, I don't know. I feel like that's kind of hard to predict what I would want in season 3 because we still have a ways to go with season 2. Ariel Williams, what's your top 5 Netflix TV series would you recommend? Black Mirror, even though like for me this most recent season was not my favorite, I would still go with Black Mirror. And then I would say The Crown is really great. Love The Crown. What else? What else? Queer Eye. I enjoy a Queer Eye. Trying to think. What other? Oh, Stranger Things. I like Stranger Things. Um, hmm. 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 I'm trying to think of other Netflix original shows. Those are the only four that come to mind, though. I know there's a lot. Um, let's see. Vincenzo Lucia. Did you know that the only confirmed cast members for AHS 1984 are Emma Roberts and Gus Kensworthy? I can't believe it. Also, they'll be playing boyfriend and girlfriend. Glad You Came 97. September 27th is the premiere date, Ben Platt's main role. Ah, okay, in September. Well, if it's in September, maybe yes. Patricia Day Austin, maybe HBO will have lower viewers. I think they lost Game of Thrones viewers. Jordan MacArthur, do you like scary movies? If so, what is your favorite type? Um, I don't mind watching scary movies as long as I am like with someone. That's not something I like would personally seek out by myself. Um, in terms of like what my favorite type of, I don't know if I have a favorite type of horror. Um, I think I'm drawn to psychological horror, but I don't like that's sometimes like I have to be careful in watching that because I know I'm gonna like scare myself. Um, so that I mean I really like I like The Conjuring. I like that I like that franchise of horror. So whatever type of horror that you would categorize like The Conjuring series as, I guess I like that too. Um LFNV, would you get lip fillers? Because I'm thinking of asking my mom for sub. Me personally, I wouldn't, but I mean, if you want to do that, get your life, man. Do what you want to do. Um, Jordan MacArthur. Oh, and did you ever catch the Love, Death, and Robots? No, I didn't. Patricia De Oza, what is original network aired The Crown before streaming in Netflix? No, the Crown I believe is a Netflix original. I don't think that was streaming anywhere. It was a Netflix original series. Um, Sumiko, my bias request is that you watch Claws. LOL, it's really fun and entertaining. I would love your reaction. I don't know if I would like react to it on my channel, but I kind of want to watch Claws mainly because I really like Niecy Nash. Um, Lau Watanabe, have you seen Loose Luca Guadagnino's Suspiria? No, I have not. Connor B, are you interested in true crime? Um, a little bit, but not too much. Because again, like, especially because it's like true, that like scares me. So, Jordan MacArthur. It was on Netflix. Marie Antoinette's Cake. I admire you, Steffi, for boycotting HBO after throwing MJ under the bus. I wish I had your willpower. BOL season 2 so far is pretty good, to be honest. I wonder if there will be a rebuttal documentary. I know Michael Jackson's nephew, Taj Jackson, is making a rebuttal documentary. But I don't know when that's gonna come out. But there's like a lot of like great rebuttal like videos, and like some of them are like mini documentaries really here on YouTube. Um, that are really well done as well. So, I mean, that kind of acts as a rebuttal documentary for the moment, but I would love like a formal rebuttal documentary because it's like so crazy, like the Michael Jackson case specifically to me that I don't know, like if you do your research, like there's a lot of like facts out, like literal facts out there that would undermine a lot of the claims being made about Michael in the Leaving Neverland documentary. And then when you start looking at the background of both James Safechuck and Wade Robson, who are making these claims, it's like, I don't know. I don't like to like discredit people who say like, I have been sexually abused, but when it comes to like this case specifically, I think there's reason to question. And yeah, I'll just leave it at that. um let's see here. Ariel Williams, Lost in Space is great too. Hello Name, do you watch Killing Eve? No, I don't. I know that's a show that I really, really, really need to watch. Patricia Day Austin, maybe I think some Game of Thrones and Big Little Lies viewers was MJ fans. Jordan MacArthur, I went to a tech conference with the CEO of Netflix and Rockspace where he talked about the business and how Stranger Things was the first Netflix production. Jordan MacArthur, all other shows before they had other companies create them. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Wow, well, I mean, they really hit it home with Stranger Things. And actually, now that you mention that, it makes a lot of sense now. Like, I mean, aside from it being like extremely popular, why they really, 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 really market that show. Like, I feel like Netflix invests a lot of money when it comes to marketing Stranger Things. And now knowing, like, because of what you said, that Stranger Things is like really Netflix's first production, that makes sense why they really push it out. CS, would you watch Euphoria? I mean, I would originally be down to watch Euphoria, but unfortunately it's an HBO show, so at the moment, no, I will not be down to watch Euphoria. Um but yeah. Okay. Let's see here. What time is it? Because I actually have to probably end this in like 20 minutes or so. So, yeah, because I have to go to lunch with my mom and my aunts. I did not know that was the plan until I woke up this morning, but apparently that's what I'm doing today. And it sucks too because like I would be right on time, but I don't know about that previous stream, man. That just really messed with my plans here. Um it's so weird because that when I click on that link to the first stream, it still says that I'm live. So I don't know what's happening there. Yeah. Uh okay. Going back. Hello Name, any movies coming out you're excited to see? Yeah, I'm excited to see that Yesterday movie about that guy that guy who like is the only person to remember the Beatles. I really, really, really wanted to see that. So I'm excited for that. Obviously excited for Lion King. Um yeah, I would say like those two movies right now are the ones I'm really excited for. Um Jordan MacArthur, it was great talking. See you in other forms of social media, lol. It was great talking to you too, Jordan. I'm so happy you were able to join the stream. I'm pretty sure like we talk on Twitter and on like Insta every now and then. So yeah, it was great. I also loved your diva question. For anyone, I'm gonna just put this in here right now because that was my favorite question I got in the other stream, just in case. Jordan asked me previously who my favorite divas were, and my top 5 for the record, I would say is Whitney Houston, number 1, number 2 is Beyonce, number 3 is Janet Jackson, 4, I would say, just more so because I'm most familiar with her catalog, I would say is Toni Braxton, and then 5 is up for grabs, between anyone. But I don't think there's like any diva out there that I'm like, I freaking hate her. I don't think there's anyone like that for me, but thank you, Jordan, asking the important questions. Let's see here. Patricia De Asa, did you hear about a guy who believes that MJ was Diana Ross's son and he exposed some MJ fans? I don't want to mention that channel, and he is also trolling some MJ fans in comments at YouTube. I've heard that theory before, but like I obviously don't believe it, so pay him no attention. Zumiko, I think MJ Cha. Okay, Keen Lagerfeld. I saw the Black Mirror paintings you tweeted. Now I need them all on a shirt. Right? Oh my gosh. That guy literally has made posters for every single episode of Black Mirror. and they're all like really, really good. So I want to like get like my favorite episodes printed out like on posters. Um, Sriracha Down. Child's Play was interesting, had a little Black Mirror vibes and a message about technology ruling our lives. Jordan MacArthur. Yes, we do. Marie Antoinette Cake. Where are you going out to eat? Italian, Asian, Mexican? I think we're doing Asian food for lunch. Or brunch, I guess. Because I haven't eaten yet. Sumiko. I think Michael had Arrested of Development. I don't think he must anyone. I just think he wanted to do hood rat shit with his teenage friends. Yeah, see, I completely agree with you. I don't think Michael Jackson like did any of the things that these people are claiming. Like, and I'm pretty sure Michael Jackson was very like self-aware enough where I mean like he has that song called Childhood, if you guys don't know. It's off of his History album. I feel like that's honestly part 2 of History is the like most autobiographical he went in terms of like creating music, because I mean like he's like written songs obviously throughout his career, but like History part 2 is when you like that's his most personal album. There we go. And he admits that because he like did not grow up with the normal childhood, that's why as an adult he overcompensates, and why he's like really into Disney and all of those sorts of things, because he just never had the chance to do that when he was a kid. So I mean like that's like that makes sense to me. And yeah. Yeah. um let's see here. Avengers V, have you gone to see Toy Story? I have not. I have not gone to see Toy Story 4 yet. I actually haven't seen Toy Story 3 yet, so I need to watch Toy Story 3 and then go watch Toy Story 4. Um, because I don't even know if it's like necessary to know if I don't know if it's like necessary to watch Toy Story 3 before watching Toy Story 4, but I personally, for myself, would just like to watch Toy Story 3 before going to watch Toy Story 4. Connor B, I personally think MJ could have done it. I just don't know. We're never going to know 100% because he passed away. Yeah, I mean, you're always going to have that seed of doubt, I guess. But if you actually take the time to look at the facts that have happened, like not even just the claims that are being made in Leaving Neverland, but if you go back and you look at like the Arvizo trial, that was the trial that he went to court for back in like 2005. And then you look at the first child molestation allegations that came out in 93 that were being made by Jordan Chandler. There's a lot of like inconsistencies and facts out there that would actually help Michael's case, but the media doesn't like to report on those things. Like, I mean, miss one of like the lies out there that the media likes to perpetuate about Michael Jackson is that he settled that original allegation, but in actuality he didn't settle. That was paid out by the insurance company and he had no control over that, and the reason why they had to do that was because it was something about like gosh, it's been a while since I've like done my research on this, but they were wanting to go do the criminal trial. No, they were wanting to do the civil case before going to criminal court. But if they were to go to civil court, like the defense would have seen what their strategy was going into the criminal case. So that's why they didn't go that way. And the insurance company settled on that original allegation, not Michael Jackson himself. But the media doesn't like to report that. There's actually, like, I don't know. If anything, like, all the whole Leaving Neverland fiasco, like, if I wasn't already very, like, skeptical when it comes to mainstream media reporting, has made me so skeptical and a bit jaded when it comes to how the mainstream media reports our news and, like, what side they tend to take. Yeah. and it's like hard too because we're like I feel like we are living in the age of social media. We're just like constantly getting so much information out all the time. And there's like, it's like a 24/7 news cycle. And sometimes people just like to read a headline and then they go on with their day. But people rarely take the time to actually do their research regarding the stories that are being reported on. And because it's Michael Jackson, like that's a huge part of this. You know, those news headlines, they're just gonna like take that name, use it as clickbait, and then just go on with their day. But yeah, I don't know. I'm very skeptical now when it comes to mainstream media and how they're reporting the news and what they're reporting, because it's all a narrative that they're choosing to tell. Like whatever story it is, they are specifically choosing what story they're telling and how they're going to tell that story. And if you're just like, you know, random news consumer and you don't really care too much about the facts, you're just going to just take what is presented to you as fact and then move on with your day, when really, you know, if you do care enough about the subject, you should actually do your own research, because you can't trust the news media like that. Like that's really what this has all taught me. And I used to be like a really avid Oprah Winfrey fan, but after the shit she pulled with Michael, I'm just like, bye Oprah, it's been fun. I really don't give a shit about Oprah anymore. So yeah. Let's see here. Um Avengers V. Oof, they give a little recap in the beginning, but I feel like it'll be better to watch. Connor B. I was never an MJ fan. I just don't like his music, but I get what hardcore MJ fans might feel. My mom works at the Dutch TV, and there were protests at her job because people didn't want it to air. Yeah, I know there's been like lots of protests around like different parts of the world because of this documentary too. Sriracha Down. I don't like how rumors of a celebrity can sometimes follow them into death. Reminds me of a case where a girl was murdered and the media portrayed her as a lascivious harlot that preyed on men, but the story was much more than that. See, that is like so often the case. And the thing about reporting these stories, particularly about people who have died, is defamation law normally would protect individuals like in when they're living of like false accusations and lies being talked about, but defamation law doesn't protect deceased individuals. So essentially they what they're doing is like legal, and I, you know, unfortunately that's just like the way that the law works. But it's just, I don't know, like especially when it comes to deceased individuals, because they have no legal claim. They have like no legal claim, nor do the relatives of the deceased individuals have any legal claim. It just makes it easier for these false stories to be spread about any deceased individual. You don't have to be famous. And obviously, and for obvious reasons, like deceased individual, what can they do? They're dead. They can't defend themselves. So that's why I just feel like this whole like, I mean, not even just about Michael Jackson, like there's a lot of other people who their there's lies being spread about them in death. And you're just opening up like a Pandora's box. I'm not saying like, you know, we can't talk about sketchy things that deceased individuals have done, but to get to the point where it's like this is seriously affecting their reputation, and this is seriously affecting like, yeah, different parts of their not only like their legacy but their family's life as well. We're moving into dangerous territory here. So yeah. um Marie Antoinette's cake. Steffi, if you could have dinner with the ghosts of three famous people in world history, who would they be? Example: Gandhi, Mark Twain, Joan of Arc. Ooh, famous people in history. In world history. Um, who? Gosh, that's a good one. Hmm. Mm, I have to think about that. I want to get back to you on that. I have to think about my answer to that question though. Avengers V, have we talked about Lil Nas X? No, we haven't. Maha Bubble. Girl, you already know how I must feel about the subject. There is an agenda behind this Michael Jackson debacle. I'm disappointed in all the roaches who work to further this agenda. Uh, Thank you, Maha Bubble, for um sharing your thoughts on that. Yeah, I definitely think there is a weird agenda that's happening. Like, I don't think it's a coincidence that this is coming out on the 10th year death anniversary of Michael Jackson. I also don't think it's a coincidence too that when Leaving Neverland premiered at Sundance Film Festival, like that the announcement for that movie literally came out the day after Surviving R. Kelly, because Surviving R. Kelly, like ratings wise, like was very successful, and I feel like HBO was trying to capture that for them as well, so they did Michael Jackson. And additionally, too, it was also like Leaving Neverland was rushed to Sundance right after Surviving R. Kelly aired. And what also premiered at Sundance was a documentary about the Harvey Weinstein allegations, but no news whatsoever about the Harvey Weinstein allegation, about that particular movie. It was all just Michael Jackson. And the day I believe that the Oprah interview aired, or like around that time, is when the trial for the Harvey Weinstein case started. So I feel like they're all covering their tracks here. So yeah. Um let's see here. Zumika, Oprah has some kind of vendetta. I'm not sure where it came from, but it shows her colors. I agree. I've always like, even back then, like I always got this like weird vibe from Oprah regarding Michael. Like, I don't know. Like it's so interesting too, because if you watched her original interview with Michael back in like 92, pre like allegations coming out, she was like literally kissing his ass like at every chance. And then like when the allegations came out, like she flipped. But then after Michael Jackson died, suddenly Oprah flipped again, was like, oh, Michael Jackson, like what an amazing individual. And this is like the thing that freaking kills me, is that family, right, like right after Michael Jackson had died, like months after, they obviously, lots of news outlets were wanting to interview Catherine, who is Michael's mom, and then the kids, but they said no to everybody. But the only person they said yes to was Oprah. So this family let this woman into their home, gave her access to Michael Jackson's mom, gave her access to Michael Jackson's kids, and then this is how she repays them. So yeah, bye Oprah. Um, Sriracha down, you saying people taking in facts and moving on is essentially the plot of The Great Gatsby. Spoiler, Gatsby was never a real person, and after he died, no one seemed to care, let alone attend his funeral. Keen Lagerfeld preached stuff. We're living in a time where the truth is optional. Thank you. Ariel Williams, the man is dead and gone, and people are still trying to get money on making movies and documentaries on him. Ugh. I know, right? I mean, like, I don't mind like the documentaries or like movies that are celebrating like his musical legacy and whatnot, but when it comes to like the salacious stuff like this, that's when I'm like, okay, that's not right. Marie Antoinette's cake, Oprah, and her cauliflower pizza crust can take a hike. Bye, Felicia. Patricia also, did you read the statement of Whitney about her and MJ being targeted by media? Yes, I did. I thought that was interesting because Whitney said that like in 1990, like four, I believe, like in the 90s. So yeah, interesting. Connor B, I have to go. Bye, Maha Bubble. The way this year, mainstream media have been receiving a serious side eye from me and any other rational thinking person. The way they went out their way to pollute the public with such salacious stories consciously too, they don't have hearts. Exactly. I agree. Sriracha down. Wait, did Whitney and Michael ever meet each other? Because if they did, I hope they talked about the media circus. Oh yeah, like there's pictures of them like back in the 80s, and I know in the 2000s there's actually video footage of them like together at like some Christmas concert, and I know Whitney performed at that 30th anniversary special for Michael Jackson. Um and actually in the Whitney documentary that came out last year, they say that Michael and Whitney were actually like really close, to the point where Michael Jackson, I think, would call up Whitney and be like, hey, do you want to hang out? And they would just like go into like a random room at a hotel or something, and they would just like sit there in silence because they were just getting the worst from the media. Like Michael Jackson and Whitney Houston are like two celebrities that were really, really, really mistreated by the mainstream media. Like it's really sad when you actually go back and look at how they were treated. So yeah, it's no wonder why they died early. Maha Bubble, coincidence? I think the F not. Keem Lagerfeld at Marie Antoinette's cake. Sriracha down. This also brings up another good point. How can we avoid crossing the line about rumors and legacies without overstepping the First Amendment of free speech? It's a great point. Rory Buckley, Michael Jackson, notes though. Avengers V, not going to lie. Growing up, I always liked his music, but it was weird because he was said to be a molester. IDK. Yeah. I mean, like, I grew up during, like, I mean, I was born in 93, so, like, that, ironically, is the year that that first allegation came out, so I never grew up in a world where there was no, like, allegation about Michael Jackson whatsoever, but, I think as I've gotten older, not that, like, when I was younger, because I first became a Michael Jackson fan was when I was 8, but when I was younger, I obviously wasn't like doing too much research, but I just didn't really like follow Michael Jackson from that aspect. I was just like really into his music and the videos and his creative work. But as I've gotten older and obviously, you know, being a lot more educated about the way mainstream media operates, I've done my research, and research that I've done shows that they're not responsible in how they handle his story in particular. Let's see here. Maha Bubble, Oprah is sneaky. She flip-flops depending on the side which would benefit her most. I agree. My mom just said, I agree with you. My mom's very upset with Oprah as well. I think I would even say she's more upset than I am. But yeah, I used to really, really like love and respect Oprah, but after this, like, the thing that really ticked me off is when on Instagram her O magazine posted that picture and it was like, it's time to say goodbye to Michael Jackson for one last time. I was like, you really went out of your way. Like, she really went out of her way to like dig a hole for Michael Jackson, to just like throw him off. Like, I that was a lot. Like, she was doing the absolute most. And in my head, I was like, okay, Oprah, if you care so much about sexual abuse survivors, where's your interview with all of the R. Kelly victims? Where's your sit-down interview with all of the Harvey Weinstein victims? Where's your sit-down interview with all of the Kevin Spacey victims and all of the Bryan Singer victims? How come you're only focusing on Michael Jackson? Which, what a coincidence. The one person that you're doing a sit-down interview with their victims is the one person who can literally not defend themselves because they're dead. Thank you, Oprah. That's fair journalism right there. Okay, moving on. Zimiko, it's also weird that no one is talking about Allison Mack and her admitted sex trafficking. She's disgusting. She preyed on women who were looking for a family and told them that pleasing this man. Yeah, I agree. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, the media is choosing which stories they want to focus on. And not only are they choosing which stories they want to focus on, they're choosing how they want to tell those stories. So, do your own research, people. Just do your own research. Ariel Williams, what they did to R. Kelly was crazy. LOL. Zimiko is the only way to have someone to have your back. Rishide Aza and Whitney, she defends Michael against the media about his abuse accusation. Maha, Bubble, Nippy, and Mike would have made a cute couple. I'm sure they would have helped each other a lot. Yeah, I know, like, there's been, like, people have said that they, like, reportedly dated in the 80s. I don't know if, like, that's true, but I feel like Whitney and Michael were, like, good friends because of how badly they were treated by the mainstream media. And they also were, like, they're part of, like, that small group of celebrities that, like, they reached that level of fame that is, like, not really attainable by most. And it's that level of fame where you're, like, highly scrutinized by the media. And, like, they were also, like, they're coming out of the same era. So they experienced, like, the really, really bad parts of the media. I would say, like, the media is, like, really, really bad now, but, like, when Michael Jackson and Whitney Houston were alive, like, that's when like the Inquirer and the Sun, like the tabloid magazines were like really thriving off of them. So yeah. Stefan, OMG, tell your mom I say hi. Mom, Stefan says hi. She says hi. Vincenzio Lucy, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much did you like Miss Mead from AHS Apocalypse? For me, at the beginning of the season, I think she was okay, but then later on this season, I hated her. I would give her like a 7. She was fine. Ma, Bubble, Preach, Sis, Patricia de Oza, the 2 documentaries about Whitney, the 2 doc they most talking about her addiction. Some people are joking and bringing up her addiction is in a wrong topic. I hate that thing. Yeah, that's a really great point. Like, okay, in the Whitney documentary, if you guys have not seen it, there's a segment in the in that documentary where they show how the media was like portraying Whitney Houston when she was like in the throes of her addiction, and instead of like trying to offer this person some level of compassion because they're struggling, like having like a real struggle in their life, they're literally like making fun of her. Like there's all these SNL skits, and then you have like Family Guy making fun of her and like treating her like a dog. It's horrible how mainstream media like will really dig into these people when they're at their lowest. And it just like goes to show too how the mainstream media doesn't think of these celebrities, like when you're like really at the top, as people. They just think of them as like a source for them to get money. So if like talking positively about you will make them the most money, they're gonna do that. And if talking negatively about you is the way that they're gonna make the most money, they'll do that too. So like, don't trust them. Chanel Morton, this is a very controversial opinion, but to be honest, I believe that MJ was innocent. I do too. And I feel like again, like when you look at the facts and when you look at the backstory of a lot of these people making like the claims, the sexual abuse claims, it just like it gives you a lot of reason to be skeptical. So yeah. All right, well, with that being said, I'm going to leave my Michael Jackson, the media, mainstream media news reporting is sketchy rant here. I'm gonna have to end the live stream here too because it's 11 and I have to be at lunch in like 40 something minutes. So with that being said, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to like go on a rant about Michael and all of that, but whew, when you get me started on that, I get really angry. So with that being said though, to end on a lighter note, thank you so much for joining me on this stream. Let's see here. I have one more question here. Zumika, what do you think of Leola Brown? She comes off as attention seeking, but I believe her. I have to do more, like, I have to do more of my research on that. I've like heard the stories though that she's told, and I don't know, man. Like the whole like how did Whitney Houston die and like how did Bobby Christina die? Like that kind of like freaks me out a bit. But I got to do more research on it. But I mean, sketchy. Again, sketchy. Avengers V, your other stream says it's still live. Yeah, I don't know why it still says that. Patricia Day Awesome, media didn't mistreat Beyonce so bad because they scared what Beehive does to them if they mistreated Beyonce, but I'm still angrily hated when the media and people mistreat Whitney and Michael so bad. I agree, Patricia. Okay, well, with that being said, I'm going to end the stream here because I gotta go and I gotta get ready, but I hope you guys have a great week, and I will see you in the upcoming videos that are going to be coming out this week. And live stream will be on Sunday again, but at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And hopefully I will not lose my shit like I did at this live stream because, ooh girl, when you get me talking about Michael Jackson and Whitney and the mistreatment of them in regards to mainstream media. Okay, I'm gonna read this last comment here. Maha Bubble, off topic, but I'm sure Prince were here, he'd also see through the BS. Prince apparently had shown support for Michael during the 2005 trial. I respect that. Yeah, he did. Maha Bubble, besides this so-called rivalry they had was mostly playful. They both respected each other. It was all love despite a certain narrative would have you believe. By Steffi, I like a little rant here and there. Yeah, I mean, like, I definitely think, like, that rivalry that they had in the 80s wasn't, like, ill-intentioned, and it wasn't like, I hate this person. It was just more of, like, a friendly competition sort of thing. So, yeah, I agree. All right, well, with that being said, I'm going to go. I have to get ready now, and I will leave you